Hello, fellow writers. How do you write a book? And is it really possible to get published by a major publisher for your first book? Yes, it is, and I'm living proof. Today, I'm going to talk about how I signed a major book deal with a publisher on my first book, and I got paid thousands of dollars to write it. Most importantly, you can do everything that I did, and in the upcoming videos, as I release videos every week, I'll be going through this process step by step to help you plan, write, and help you publish your book. I'm Eric Demeter, and you're watching Write and Thrive. I teach people how to write and publish their books. Follow me if you like writing tips and if you need some encouragement to write. A few years ago, I decided I was going to write a book. I remember exactly where I was, standing in the kitchen, and I was talking with my stepdad on the phone, and I said, I can do this. So at that point, I was determined to find a publisher for it. But this idea, it didn't come out of thin air. I had written several blogs in the past over a few years, and I even got paid a few times to write articles for other websites. 3 years later, my book, How Should a Christian Date? Here it is. How Should a Christian Date? Was published by Moody Publishers. And again, I got paid in advance to write my first book. How did I do it? And how can you do it? Before I dive into it, I made this video from a bird's eye perspective. It's an overview. And in the upcoming videos, I'll get into the nitty-gritty about the publishing process and the writing process, especially how to write a book. The other thing I want to mention is that the principles I share work whether you are looking to self-publish or to find a publishing deal. Self-publishing is definitely not inferior to landing a traditional book contract. I have not self-published, but I'm highly considering doing that for my second book. How do you write and publish your book? Step number one, you must work really hard. I'm sure you already know this, but writing a book can be daunting, especially if it's your first one. Well, even the second one that I'm working on, that's just as big of a challenge, actually. As someone once said, writing is thinking, and thinking is hard. It takes a lot of brain power, and I'm so surprised at how much I eat on the days when I'm writing a lot. You'll spend hundreds of hours writing your book, and AKA thinking, so get used to this glorious struggle. Practically, you'll have to carve out big chunks of time in your schedule and say a lot of no's to friends and family members in order to get things done. For my book, I figured that if I put enough tape on my butt and sat there in the chair long enough, that eventually I'd do it, and I finished. Overall, you'll write with attrition as much as skill. Step two, you must be writing on a topic that people want to read about. I know that the book you're working on or thinking about writing is something that's near and dear to your heart. Otherwise, why would you be writing a book on that topic? So if you want to find a major publisher, land a book deal, you might have to tailor that topic to what the current reading audience is looking for. What does that mean? That means having a basic understanding of what the market is and what people are wanting to read. You won't have to choose a new topic, but tweak it or take a different angle to grab the current need and what people are looking to read. One thing I will say is that the primary benefit of self-publishing, on the other hand, is that you can write without any parameters, whether it's a trending topic or not. You have free reign. No one will be monitoring your topic and what to write about. You can write about whatever you want to. You are the artist with a blank canvas, and you can paint your words and create whatever masterpiece you'd like. One thing to note, in either publishing scenario, self-publishing, traditional publishing, your topic doesn't have to be unique. There's at least one book on every topic under the sun. For example, if you're writing about how to heal after a loss or how to find your calling, you'll be joining many others who have already authored books on these topics. But you'll be successful by taking a unique approach. That's what I meant about tweaking your topic. It'll be a unique way to look at the same thing, or you can say it differently. And again, you will be writing in a unique way just because it's you. No one's ever written the way that you've written on this topic. So don't worry about creating anything unique. You're not going to create a new topic, but there's a new angle, there's a tweak, and there's a specific way that only you can say it. One way that you can breathe life into a well-worn topic is by coining a new term for it. Here is a book called Essentialism. It's basically a book about setting priorities. How many books have been written about keeping the first things first? Many, countless. But how many books have a term like essentialism? Only one. Step number 3, you will also need a decent set of writing skills to finish your book. Again, it doesn't matter if you want to self-publish or you're desiring to land that book contract. You want the reader to have a good experience reading your book, and that depends on how well you can weave your words and sentences together. In the upcoming videos, I'm going to dive in, give you practical tips on how you can become a professional sounding author. When you're writing your book, you're taking the reader on a journey. It's your journey, but it's about them. Your sentences are their stepping stones to get them where you want to be by the end. Make it a pleasant path for them to get there. Step number 4, you'll need a publisher-catching book proposal. What's a book proposal? It's the one document that you give to publishers to see if they want to publish your book. It's your business card that takes a lot of time to show them what your book is about. It has chapter summaries, it's got potential chapter titles, and at the end there will be 2 to 3 fully written sample chapters. If you self-publish, I still highly recommend doing a truncated version of a book proposal. This will help you organize your book and make it much clearer for you and for your readers. Soon I'll be making more specific videos about book proposals. But if you want to jump ahead and if you'd like to download the exact book proposal template I used to land my book deal, I put the link in the description, so check it out there. Step number 5, if you're looking for a traditional publisher, you have to find them, and they do not make it easy. How do you do that? For me, I went straight to the publishers, but you can also find a literary agent who works on your behalf, pitching your books to various publishers. The best thing that you can do now is to use your network. Ask around and find anyone in the publishing industry that you might know, or a friend of a friend. Use as many circles, go out as far as you can to find someone who knows someone who wrote a book, or knows a literary agent, or someone at a publisher. It's possible because I did it, and I know that you can too. If you're looking to self-publish, hooray! That's one obstacle of finding a publisher you won't need to overcome. There's a whole other process that you'll have to do about being your own typesetter and marketer. And again, I'll be talking about these topics in depth later. Finally, step number 6, I trusted God and wrote by His grace. I know that the Lord put this message on my heart about Christian dating, and if I trusted Him, I would have finished the book. And I did, and He gave me strength, because there were times I thought, I don't know if I can do this. Honestly, even when I landed my book deal, I signed the contract, and I didn't have my book done. You don't have to have your book done to even land a deal. But there were many times I was writing that I thought, I don't know if I can do this. So I just signed this deal, and I had 2 chapters done, maybe the introduction, and now I have to finish this whole thing. I've never written, 200 pages. So I trusted the Lord, and He helped me do it, and I know that He will help you do it too. Your goal is to get your book out there, finish it, and help all those people who are waiting to read it. Think about it. There's someone out there right now who is waiting for you to finish your book. There is a message you have, a unique message that is going to help someone. So the sooner you get it out there, the better. When you write in truth and love, it's a little piece of heaven that people experience. God bless you, and stay tuned for the next video where I'm going to go in depth how to write a book from scratch.